Good morning, everyone. Today we have a new lesson and today we have the last lesson in our book, Traveller6. In the previous lesson, we have talked about the roundup of Unit 3 and Unit 4, and we revised some grammatical and vocabulary rules. Today we have a new roundup lesson. It is related to the Unit 5 and Unit 6. So today, what should we have do at the beginning? We should go back to the beginning of to the beginning of Unit 5, start revising this unit, then go back to, and then go forward to Unit 6, revise Unit 6, try to remember the ideas and the information you have learned and the lessons that you have learned in Unit 6, then come to this lesson, which is roundup. In this roundup, we have today many skills that we are going to look through. The first one is going to be reading, then vocabulary, grammar, and also more than one grammar exercise. We will start today in number 1 with the reading part. We have here an examination practice, which asks us to read the text below and decide which answer A, B, C, or D best fits each gap. Okay, we have to read the text first, then we can identify the correct choices for each gap. Feeding the brain. It is no secret that a balanced diet can help us keep in shape as well as feel better. But the relationship between nutrition and thinking has only recently come to light. As it turns out, there really is such a thing as food for thought. Elliot is 9 years old. A year ago, he didn't any effort into doing his school work. He didn't put any effort into doing his school work. His grades were poor, and he would watch TV, then open any book when he got home from school. And he would rather watch TV, then open any book when he got home from school. But the past year has a dramatic change in Elliot's life. Brought up a dramatic change in Elliot's life. His school performance has greatly improved, and he has an enthusiastic reader. He has become an enthusiastic reader. After that, we have the rest of the text. It starts with number 7. Elliot, in scientific study which required 100 children to take nutritional of oils high in omega-3 fatty acids for 6 months. Elliot took part in a scientific study which required 100 children to take nutritional supplements of oils high in omega-3 fatty acids for 6 months. Omega-3 fatty acids are found naturally in oily fish as salmon and sardines. In fish such as salmon and sardines. They are known to prevent heart disease, and they can improve the condition of some patients with depression. They are known to assist or to help. They are known to help prevent heart disease, and they can improve the condition of some patients with depression. Scientists are now saying that omega-3 fatty acids can also to improve brain function and enhance mental, such as concentration and memory. So scientists are now saying that omega-3 fatty acids can also lead to improved brain function and enhance mental specialties such as concentration and memory. So if you want to become brainier, it might be a good idea to head to the fishmongers more often. Sorry. Okay, we will go now to the second part of our lesson today. In this lesson, or in this part, choose the correct word or phrase that most appropriately complete the sentence. We have here 4 choices for each sentence. So we have to read the sentence firstly, then decide which choice suit the sentence more than the others. Number 1. Pilates is good exercise if you want your body and improve your coordination. Tone your body and improve your coordination. Number 2, it is sometimes difficult for parents to, with the fact that their children don't want to follow in their footsteps. It is sometimes difficult for parents to come to terms with the fact that their children don't want to follow in their footsteps. Number 3. Many teenagers are victims of pressure because they want to fit in and be popular. Many teenagers are victims of peer pressure because they want to fit in and be popular. Number 4, Mark feels very about the scar on his arm, so he always wears long-sleeved shirts to hide it. He is very self-conscious. Number 5, the painting was by a trip I made to Italy earlier this year. The painting was inspired by a trip I made to Italy earlier this year. Now we will move to the second page of our lesson today. In the second page, we have a text about the jet lag. Okay, jet lag is a situation people get in after taking long hours of the flights. So we will read this text and try to identify the correct answers for each gap. Okay, read the text below and complete the gaps. Use only one word in each gap. المطلوب كلمة واحدة في كل فراغ. ما يحتاج نضيف أكثر من كلمة أو أكثر من تركيب. Seldom, Dr. Kyle Forrester on jet lag. Seldom do patients of mine who or that travel frequently by plane avoid getting jet lag. When you travel across a number of time zones, your body clock becomes out of sync. So this can bring about a wide range of symptoms such as fatigue, insomnia, headaches, and nausea, more commonly known as jet lag. It occurs more often after flights of 4 hours or more, and surprisingly, it is more common if or when traveling eastwards. One patient of mine complained to me that his colleagues didn't experience jet lag as much as him. This because the speed at which the body readjusts itself to a new daylight hours is individually determined. He also revealed to me that he doesn't drink a lot of fluids on planes and he can never sleep. I explained to him that if he slept on the plane, he would be able to cope with the jet lag more easily. It also helps to get lots of sleep prior to your flight. As for dehydration, this is very common while flying and can increase chances of jet lag. So it's common sense that you should drink water. Lastly, exercising by walking around the plane and stretching also reduce the symptoms of jet lag. Jet lag can ruin a trip, but if or when you take a few precautions, you can stop it getting the better of you. Now we will move to the second part of this page. We have sound mind and body. Sound mind and body. We have many words on the right side of the text. We have endure, strength, flexible, select, important, house, philosophy, educate, vary, and illustrate. These words are in a certain part of a speech, and we have to add a suffix. السفكس اتفقنا سابقا انه هي الاضافه اللي تضاف الى نهايه الكلمه. ment او اضافه or او اضافه ation او اي اضافه اخرى على حسب ما يناسب السياق. So here we are going to add a suffix to change the part of speech of the word so it fits the sentence. طيب طبعا كل كلمة من اللي على اليمين هي تناسب الفراغ القريب منها, but we need to adjust or we add a suffix to each one of these words. Sound mind and body. Research has shown that exercise can increase one's sense of well-being. It builds up in endurance, causes weight loss, and is good for the heart and the circulatory system in general. It also strengthens muscles and bones and increases flexibility. Today, there is a lot of emphasis on diet and exercise as well as looking good. Consequently, there is a wide selection of classes one can choose from in order to keep fit, such as Pilates. Many programs also stress the importance of not only nurturing and restoring the body but soothing the mind as well. This, however, is not a new philosophy at all. It is an ancient Greek one. In ancient Greece, it was believed that the human body was a temple housing. The human body was a temple housing the mind. Both physical and mental well-being were equally important. Philosophers like Aristotle and Socrates would go to the gymnasium to exercise and engage in debates. The ancient Greeks built elaborate buildings for their physical education, where students would take part in variety of activities. They have been recorded in illustrations that can be seen on ancient clay pots. Now we move to the grammar part. In this part, all we have to do is to read the sentence, understand the sentence, and look at the words on the right side. When we look at the words of the right side, these words, we need to put in mind that these words are needed to be written in these sentences. So we will read the sentence firstly, then understand this sentence and rewrite this sentence by using this word on the right side in that sentence. Okay? يعني بنقرأ الجملة نفهمها بعدين نعيد ترتيبها وصياغتها. We will paraphrase or rewrite the sentence by using the word on the right. بنستخدم الكلمة هذه في إعادة صياغة الجملة. طبعا الدرس هذا قائم أساسا بناء على الجرامر lessons on unit 5 and unit 6. يعني يفضل انه لما تصل للدرس هذا او تصل للنقطة هذه تكون رجعت دروس الجرامر الموجودة في unit 5 unit 6 اللي شرحت سابقا، تراجعها تاخذ فكرة عنها تتذكرها، بعدين تحل التمرين هذا بتكون عندك يعني قدرة على حل التمرين بشكل أفضل من أن تكون تتوجه لحل التمرين بشكل مباشرة بدون مراجعة. Okay, number 1. It's F. Complete the second sentence so that it has a similar meaning to the first, using the word given. Don't change the word given. You must be between 2 and 5 words including the word given. يعني لازم تضيف فقط من كلمتين إلى 5 كلمات، لا تزيد. Number 1. Will the interview take place tomorrow? He asked. So now we are working on the direct speech and reported speech. He wanted to know, or if, whether the interview would take place the following day. Number 2. How far is it to the train station? Asked Martin. Martin asked how far it was to the train station. Number 3. I didn't go to Jamaica and now I regret it. If only I had gone to Jamaica. Number 4. I am on the way to library, Jack said. So we are going to use the word was here. Jack said he was on the way to the library. Number 5. It's great that you have been awarded a scholarship to Oxford, my parents said. My parents congratulated me on being awarded a scholarship to Oxford. Number 6. We wanted to walk around the rose garden, but we didn't have enough time. If only we had enough time to walk around the rose garden. Number 7. Ian can't afford that sports car and he is sad about it. So we will use the word wish. Ian wishes he could afford that sports car. Number 8. I tried Pilates last weekend, said Kevin. Kevin said that he had tried Pilates in the previous weekend. And the last one, number 9. Will I ever lose weight? Serena asked herself. Serena wondered if or whether she would ever lose weight. Thank you all for listening and coming for this class. I hope you got something beneficial and learned and revised also the information that you have learned previously in Unit 5 and Unit 6. I wish you enjoy the rest of the day and Assalamu alaikum.